Right, hello everybody. Sitting here, chill on the Sunday, playing some WoW Remix as you do. And I was browsing YouTube and I saw that we have a War Within data announcement cinematic, Echoes of Azeroth. So let's do a little reaction. Per usual, if I got something to say about it, I will upload this as a reaction and you actually see this on YouTube. And if not, then I will have entertained myself for a very nice 3 minutes. Let's go check it out.
In darkness,
Ooh.
she slumbers and dreams. And for countless generations, mortal heroes have risen to defend her. They faced monsters, tyrants, and beasts of primordial horror.
It's true, I did that.
Though they fought amongst themselves, their enmity following them to the most distant shores.
Alternate realities.
And even across time and space. Their courage never faltered. Even upon the very threshold of death. While new hope blooms on the horizon, the final battle draws near. Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again. And Azeroth at last awakens. The world's soul, so long denied me, shall be mine.
Oh, wow. All right, that's fucking sick. And we got ourselves a proper release date. 2 months and a little bit. 26th of August. We will see the War Within released. Interesting, really cool cutscene. So a big portion of it is, of course, a recap of the expansions that followed so far, and Xal'atath connecting the story that we've had so far, all the way from Classic to Dragonflight into But Now, Here We Go. And throughout the cutscene, we kind of have the sound effect of like a heartbeat, like the heart of this world, right? You hear that?
In darkness.
No, not you, Xal'atath. Heartbeat, right? Like the heart of the world, the soul of this world. And of course, the background music is very much classic. Xal'atath also calls back to the classic cinematic with the drums of War Thunder, I think.
Draws final battle.
Final battle. And of course, around Azeroth is now shadow. What did she say? Like, did she say like the soul of this world denied to me? Overlapping ethereal voices. Oh, okay. What?
Upon the final battle draws near. Now, in the darkness, of the world.
Okay, so hence the heartbeat, like the very heart of this world, obviously. Yeah, okay. Wonderful, wonderful job of the Irvin, though. Looks very, very cool. I wonder what they're working on. Like, obviously we got the Irvin that have the whole pathway thing, but he was pulling a chain.
The drums of war
Here it is.
thunder once again.
Call back to classic. And here we got Fade in Lofar, ready to defend. This is the Rafi line. You'll learn more about them. Hear that. Again, these are all things that you'll learn more about, especially like this root system with the Hornir.
And Azeroth, at last.
I guess what the Irvin is showing is the whole machines that are working down below. And Azeroth at last, yes, Xal'atath, Azeroth at last, what's happening?
Awakens. The world's soul, so long denied me.
The world's soul so long denied me, Xal'atath says. How?
Shall be
Oh, look at this.
mine.
Can you stop smirking towards us, Xal'atath? Like, my lordy. So it is definitely interesting because the whole section about Xal'atath makes it sound like Xal'atath is a bit of a harbinger for Dimensions the Old Devouring. This is known from the pre-event. Now, when it comes to my reaction, I am trying to hold off a little bit on the spoilers that we're seeing inside of the War Within. I want to keep this one spoiler-free. So a lot of the context that they're showing with like the Irvin and whatnot and the Hornir, we won't go too much into the story that you're going to see. Trust me, the story will play out soon enough, as apparently the expansion is going to release in 2 months' time. And for those that have done the pre-order, you should be able to play beta right now, unless you like the collector's edition, but whatever. Here we do have the connection to the storyline with Xal'atath, where again, Locust Walker in the pre-event makes mention that he knows Xal'atath, and he knows about her being the Harbinger and whatnot. And there seems to be a connection between Xal'atath and Dimensions the Old Devouring coming to Karesh, but we don't know what Xal'atath is. The elven form that we see her in is not her actual body. She was an entity trapped in the blade, and from the blade she was somehow released by the old god N'Zoth. But we don't know how she ended up in the blade. We don't know if she's been off Azeroth. We don't know if she's been on Azeroth all this time. Considering we know so very little about Xal'atath, a lot of it is still to be revealed and to be found out. But apparently, Azeroth has been her goal for quite a while. And she's been aiming towards claiming Azeroth for quite a while. And now, at last, she's like, yeah, the world's gonna be mine. I'm ready. Interesting. And then at the end, we got the ring with the symbols that are around Azeroth right now, right? Like, we can see the symbols. They look a little bit like a bro fist, the one at the top. I'm sorry, that's what they look like. And little symbols, but it changed a moment ago. Yeah, the darkness calls. So are they the same symbols? Hang on, are they? A Y with a squiggly line next to it. Probably have to put these together in like Sony Vegas. And oh yeah, they are. The one above the D, the free, right? We got that on the right side as well. They're the same symbols that are surrounding the Azeroth logo. Why? Are they the same symbols that are on Xal'atath?
So awaken shall
Not necessarily.
be mine.
So, wait.
Mine.
Interesting. So, sorry, I'm blowing my own mind right now. It might have been the drinky drink that we had this Sunday. However, one of the really cool things we were thinking about back in Battle for Azeroth, or at least I thought it was a really cool thing, was the idea of Battle for Azeroth transforming. So the Battle for Azeroth started off with Horde and Alliance fighting each other for the resources. Then we started to fight for the sake of Azeroth, and then potentially Azeroth waking up and we would be fighting with Azeroth, either with her against some force or actually fighting with Azeroth and trying to make her not kill us all. Obviously, the idea of what happens to Azeroth when Azeroth wakes up, like what happens to the shell, what happens to the planet, is still up for debate. I've always hoped for a situation in which you could leave the shell behind. That way we can have best of both worlds, Azeroth waking up and whatnot. But here, if we look at the logo and the symbol that comes around what they're showing us at the end. So Azeroth here, right, is cracking up, opening up like an eggshell. Like what is inside is trying to come out. But then this ring comes across it. And almost like this ring has been trying to keep it together, trying to prevent it from breaking open. Like there's symbols and... And then it swaps over here where it's like on a cosmic scale. Now, of course, this is more for... it could all just be presentation, mind you. It could all mean nothing. But I'm kind of wondering if there's something that's keeping Azeroth locked in. Because the idea is, like, this is all in the realm of speculation. We don't know where Xal'atath came from. We don't know what Xal'atath wants. For all we know, Xal'atath is just pure evil and wants to dip everything into the void, and that's it. GG, Xal'atath wins. However, I would personally find it far more interesting if Xal'atath is right, and if Xal'atath is working against something like the Titans, for example. If the Titans imposed a certain amount of order upon Azeroth, while perhaps it might have been great for us, you could make the argument that freedom is also very important, and that is what Xal'atath is trying to offer to Azeroth. However,
so long denied me.
She does say that the soul has actively been denying her. Like, the soul of Azeroth does not want to be claimed by Xal'atath. And we also see, are those 4 or 5 tentacles?
So long denied me.
Like, look at those... Look at those tentacles, 1, 2, 3, 4, up in the air, trying to reach towards the soul. The darkness trying to claim the heart of this world. I wonder what we're going to be finding out in the War Within. I genuinely wonder if we're going to find out more about what the Titans were trying to do, the whole days of the Black Empire, Xal'atath trying to claim her. It is... really cool. Yeah, like it's a wee introductionary cutscene to show off, like, oh yeah, the War Within is coming, and we got like a little release date. Sorry, I might be far too much reaching into this and checking it out or whatnot. Visually speaking, this is one hell of a quality, by the way. I very much enjoy this. I wonder, like, this just seems to be like a machine speaker, right? Like working down in the Ringing Deeps. We got our tribal dance. Very cool. I wonder what they're going to be about. So even on the alpha, or beta as it's now called, we don't know a whole lot about a Hornier quite yet, which is something to be revealed. And then with the orbs floating around her, like she's this cosmic entity. The eyes seem to have upgraded. Man, I could look at this artistic rendition for far too long. Really cool. And the world trying to break open. Right, man, I can't wait to see where the War Within saga, the World Soul saga is going to take us. I hope this reaction had anything of use to show you. If not, have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. Considering we'll do a reaction right now, I'll push tomorrow's video like one day later, because of the whole YouTube algorithm update thing. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.